I was horrified of a story of a college student. I read his story or heard about it, and he was in college. He was a diabetic. He 1 month he was choosing that I need out of pocket money to buy school books, and I simply don't have the money to buy school books and insulin at the same time. You see, the American government would have insulin hundreds of dollars at the time, like $400 for a month supply, keep him alive. And he reasoned, well, my books are hundreds of dollars. I'm gonna not take insulin for a month to save money. Use the money to buy the books, school books. Well, that gentleman died. He died, and I was infuriated at the greed of pharmaceutical companies. And I would hit the airways or hit internet. That was the time that they allowed me to be online, and I bitched at government for this death, that they would allow such greed in the pharmaceutical lobby. I was outraged. And that's one good issue that Biden took up. And he said that he lowered the cost of insulin. And he keeps bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. That's great. But there's other things. I, a while back, wanted to be prepared in an emergency. My niece, her, she ate some peanuts or something, and she's allergic. Peanut dust or something that she ate in her diet made her throat swell up, edema. It closed off her airway. Her heart stopped, and she literally went into a breathing machine. She was on life support. I went in there and I used faith. I think God used me, but they wasn't expecting her. She was on life support. I did a prayer, and when she was on life support in her room, and after I got done praying, I told Vicky, Martha, mom, I said she's gonna be fine, and turned around and walked out. She pulled out of it right around that time. She pulled out of it and came back to consciousness and was okay. Um, I found out that the EpiPen, when I researched it, I wanted to be prepared if my niece would ever that happened to her again. I found the EpiPen was hundreds of dollars, way, way out of my reach to buy it. I'm on Social Security, but I wanted to be prepared. I love my niece, Brianna. Um, in other countries, the EpiPen is like $6, but in America, it's hundreds of dollars. Keep it on the hands of people like me in emergencies that could save a loved one. Now, I just experienced really bad treatment and mental health. I went up there saying that they're not, I'm not allowed love to be loved. That internet is not allowing my videos to be seen, not allowing me to talk and communicate with people online, to comments, getting comments or anything like that. And Hunter, this guy, is it his real name? I don't know. But at mental health, he sided with internet. Oh, there's tons of videos. They just get sidelined. No one sees them. And I said, I don't even get a social justice warrior to bitch about my teeth. Like, get your damn teeth fixed. I get nothing. He wanted to protect government and big tech, so he gets kudos from people in power, the elitists, I guess. He gets to keep his job. But I was complaining about I need love. LL Cool J song, I need love. I need love from a friend that loves me. Well, we're all needing of that. You'd be surprised if you're deprived of it, how much that a human needs it. You would never think, unless again you're deprived of it. Um, I went in to complain that I'm alone. It's not good for a man to be alone, and this current setup is not allowing me to find friends and family in a first date, whatever, a love interest. I guess they understand that to establish truth. If I'm alone, no one's going to believe me if they label me crazy. No one's going to believe them. There's not two establishing truth. He doesn't have a wife sitting there saying, yeah, they did that to him online too. So they want to keep me alone. But the shots they give me, they force me to take. It it violates their ethics of my body, my choice. They would spew their rhetoric and their lobby about abortion. Oh, go get an abortion today, it's good for you. And the big plea for abortions, my body, my choice. I can chop up innocent blood and give campaign contributions to a Democrat leader by getting an abortion given to the God of Baal that loves innocent baby blood. Um, so while I was in there complaining about they won't let me find someone to love me, they said, oh, you're due for a shot. So I go in there and you got God institutes governments and you're subject to them, so you have to let government be God in your life. Okay, I get a shot. I go in there and questioning the price tag of one of the shots. One of the shots I taken in the past was hundreds of dollars for one shot. It probably cost probably less than $10 to make, probably way less than that. They do it in batches. Um, but hundreds of dollars the American taxpayers charged. And the whole uh, the whole idea of that bankrupting America, the national debt being so grand that many people don't care about America going bankrupt with, I think it was 43 trillion, or I don't know exactly where the national debt is. Um, but the pharmaceutical companies making hundreds of dollars per shot. You know that these pharmaceutical companies vacation in Maui and Bermuda and all the finest France. They fly out. They get paid well. And the whole idea, it's insulting that Biden, yes, he lowered the cost of insulin, but there's so many cash cows for the pharmaceutical company that's really not a dent in their pocket. It seems that the Democrat Party loves to do programs, and it makes the leaders, those that tell where the money goes in those programs, very wealthy. That they get kickbacks and they scam or take or skim from those programs to enrich themselves. Shovel-ready jobs. Obama with $800 billion for stimulus in America. It all dried up. Soviet Lindra. Whoa. Uh, they don't know where that money went. They're going bankrupt. They gave all of their management extremely high bonuses right before they filed for bankruptcy, taking that tax dollars of Obama stimulus and directly giving bonuses to all the management before filing for bankruptcy, filling their pockets with American tax dollars. As far as God, His word is true, I believe. Even though I have some questions on some of it, that a lendee is slave to the lender. As America has like $283 billion that it's borrowed from China, it seems that in the spirit, we're slave to their AI on TikTok. Our children are being enslaved by artificial intelligence of TikTok. And the American government is either inept or too stupid, too ignorant, something. I don't know what it is, but they're too something to stop China from raising our children on TikTok. And it shows the truth about life, that a lendee is slave to the lender. That in America's past, China asked, well, what are you going to put up for collateral for all this borrowing of money? And America said, our children as human collateral. In other words, the way we're looking at it, they're going to be slaves to China with artificial intelligence online. That God's word is true, that they're going to, if it keeps going, the trajectory of our national debt keeps going the way it is, we're slave to the lender. And our children are being raised to be slaves online. I would want to enter in evidence that Yeshua Party would be all for wiping, not more than wiping the debt out that America owes for China. China is guilty of manufacturing the COVID-19 with America's help. And they released it. They did not protect their borders. They did not stop all international air traffic. They stopped it in their country. Brutal force. They killing people, being very dictatorist, Gestapo kind of government. They stopped it in their country, but they were able to infect the world, costing America. It was a multi-trillion-dollar bill after multi-trillion-dollar bill bailing everybody out, this COVID-19. They said 500,000 people died from it, over 500,000. Well, how much is one human life worth in America? China released this virus. And the way the Yeshua Party looks at it, that China owes us trillions of dollars. That would more than wipe out the debt that we owe them. Thus, God's word, the lendee is not slave to the lender because they owe us, and we just wipe the debt clean, saying, yes, we owed you 300 and something billion. We wiped that clean. We want 20 trillion more for all the bills that we had to write, for the COVID-19, for all the lives lost, to give to family members of people lost from the COVID-19.